Howdy y'all. Today is June 13th, 2026, and this is a video of Bandit, actually Stacy's Bandit that it evolved to. This is a construction video. I'm going to talk about how I put this thing together. So we'll start off at the top and work our way down. We've got a 3-horse John Deere, and it is a parts engine. Pieced it all together, left some history up there on top of it, and located all the parts to put it all back together again. It's kind of a sentimental thing for Stacy, the guy that gave me the idea to build this contraption. And so anyway, put that engine back together for him and have it running. So now let's move on to the very front. This is what I started out with. These swivel casters, I was fortunate enough to find them at a swap meet for a reasonable price, but these tires are a little bit on the spendy side, $90 with the inner tubes. And we've got a 12-volt battery that comes over here to the golf cart starter, and that's belted up to the Curtis transmission, and we got a 6.5-inch pulley on there, or 6-inch, one of the two. And there's a lower pulley there that travels over here to the Dixon transmission. And this Dixon transmission is the old cone style. There, that you see that nut on top there, that nut and that cone spin, and those discs go up and down, put pressure onto those drums, and the power comes over to here and onto these big chains. So this was originally where the Dixon tire was bolted onto the machine. These spindles were located here previously, and with on top was the Virgin Stratton engine, and those controls there actually went underneath your seat. So this is actually, the transmission is in here backwards, and along with those controls up there, those would have been turned around. So actually this machine, as a Dixon, would have been forward, would have been going the opposite way. All right, and these wheels on the back are John Deere wheels. The wheels are, from what I was told, that they are from the quackgrass digger. I have never seen one, but it has an extended piece out here, and I welded this flange on. And a friend of mine that has a plasma cutter, CAD plasma cutter, took the scrap metal and stuff and zipped them out and put some spacers in there because those chains are quite wide. And the fenders, I have no idea what kind of tractor fender that would be, but the guy that I bought them from, he said that they came off of an old trailer, old car hauler trailer, and that's a Facebook marketplace for $20 a piece. I like them kinds of cheap prices, and along with the pallet wood. So I've tried to find and repurpose as much as I could instead of buying anything new for the build. So we got some new tires, all kinds of new nuts and bolts. And at the farm store, this is a 10-inch pulley that goes down to the 6-inch pulley, or 6.5-inch pulley. I do believe it's 6.5-inch. And the engine runs at 450 RPM, and so that brings the RPM all up, and you get this Dixon spinning along. And you can see the rear sprocket is larger than the front sprocket. I had those the other way around, and it would be traveling too fast. With my little friend driving it, I wanted to just be able to walk along the side of it and not jog. So that's why I have the machine just putting along like it does. And I told my little buddy, I said, you know, your job is to make my second million in smiles. I'm the builder of the barn rod, and this is going to bring me my second million in smiles. So if you got any questions on this build, I'd be happy to answer. So anyway, why not play with this a little bit? Oh, first of all, here's a tape measure there, kind of give you an idea for if you wanted to start out to, we got 5 foot in length there. So I got electric start onto this machine, and I put a switch on here, back here. This switch is grounds out to the frame, and then that goes up here to the mag. So I actually put an e-stop type of string up there for the operator, so if they need to shut the engine down. And I'll show you how I have this set up to start. Is that we got to have the choke on. A poppet style would be better of a mixer to put onto one of these engines with positive fuel going to it, and then an electronic shut-off valve. And a throttler engine would be ideal, but they get really warm. With a hit and miss, it's bringing in fresh air down into the pipe. So these engines, they don't get that hot to boil. A little bit of steam will be rolling off, but a throttler, it'll be boiling. So here I got a little button right down here for a start button, and we'll give that a push, roll it over, and see if it'll fire. Got the choke going on. There. Okay. And so we have it up and running really nice. Also would like to tell you is that inside the pipe here, there is a piece of stretched metal and mill felt wrapped around it. It's kind of a glass pack, so that when the engine fires, it's not that sharp of a noise. All right, and I'll climb up on here. Here's that kill switch. And what that does is it grounds out over here onto the mag, and you see where that's a whirling down there. And so when I push these controls forward, you'll see one goes up and one goes down, and then into reverse it goes the opposite direction. All right, and anyhow, I am made my little buddy very happy. For a little man that's been nothing more than been in a wheelchair for all of his life. He's 50 years old and dreams of driving a tractor. I gave that opportunity to him, and that chokes me up. It's just cool. Thank you all. Bye bye.